Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. What I want to start out with before I show you guys the video is the importance of tethering when you hunt in rivers. Last week, or maybe about a week and a half, was the first time I hit the river for this year. I've hit the same river last year. I made a lot of great finds, but this year, the first time I went with me, Chicago Digger, Always Late Bob. We went out and did a river hunt after work. We were there for like 3 hours. I made some pretty cool silver coin finds. Got some great underwater video. But unfortunately, after I was digging, after I found most of my targets, it was starting to get dark. And the last target I was digging, I knew I had a coin, and I went to go reach for my camera in my pocket. Usually I don't keep it in my shirt pocket, but you know, you can tell what happened. It fell out. Now, within under a minute, I realized it was gone. And the camera I had, this is Coin Chasers. He let me use it until my new one came in, and I'm actually recording with my new camera now. But this is the camera that I had, JVC Quad Proof. You know, it takes awesome underwater video. You know, you can drop it. It's shock proof, freeze proof, waterproof to like 10 feet or so, or 16 feet, whatever it is. But this is the model that I had, and it is buoyant. So in the river that I hunt in, it does have a current to it. So as soon as it plopped in the water, it probably floated down. Now, hopefully somebody will find it, and if it still works, which I hope it does, you know, they've flipped through the video and put two and two together and figure out that there are YouTube videos on there, and maybe try to get a hold of me or one of you guys that I hunt with. But anyway, the importance of tethering. I didn't have this on a tether. I always carried it in my pocket. For you guys that are going to do the river, these cameras aren't cheap, and I hate to say it, but I learned by mistakes, and this was a mistake. You know, I've hunted with the river all year last year, never had a problem, never lost it, but it only takes a second for it to fall out of your pocket and it's gone like that. It's swept down the river. Actually, this camera, my son bought me, or he actually found a camera stand at a garage sale down the street for like $3. It came with a case and everything, so it's the first time I'm using it, so I don't know how the video is going to come out, but you can see the string here where I got my tether on it. What I do is I use a little hook like this, you know, hook it to my belt loop, my bag, whatever. I want to get one like this, a bungee, so I don't have to unhook it, so it's always hooked, so that way I can just take it and it stretches real far so I can put it underwater. But yeah, your pinpointer you want on a tether. This is I hate having my headphones connected to my CTX. I always like the wireless module, but the problem is it's not waterproof. Well, Coin Chaser, he likes to Mickey Mouse with electronics and everything, so he ordered a plug for it and put it in one of these waterproof cases here, which works awesome. It can get wet, but I even have this on a tether, so if it falls out of my tool bag that I use, finds bag or whatever, you know, it's not going anywhere. It's always tethered to a belt loop or something. But yeah, this is cool that he made this. You know, again, I appreciate it making me this for me. You know, all he did was order the connections for the CTX and just basically drilled a hole in there and sealed it in there so it stays waterproof. Just a waterproof case, so it works awesome because I hate having my headphones hooked to my machine. And I also, for when I find coins, I always use medicine bottles. I put my coins in, it fits $50, even little buckles, whatever you have. I even have this on a tether now. Never did before, but again, in the river, you know, you're bending over in there, digging something, you know, your pockets fill up with air and water, it can easily come out. I learned the hard way with my camera, and so I'm just showing you guys to don't go in the water without having some kind of leash or tether on your camera, on your pinpointer, or whatever. Also, too, I want to show you, I don't usually, I got the upgrade O-ring kit for this, and I normally don't use rubber bands because Last year I did, I have a harness that I have around my shoulder, so when I can just swing it out of the way when I'm digging something. But sometimes it might rub against the side here and pop it open. It did on me last year, but luckily I caught it so it didn't get any water in there. Because once you get water in here, your machine's fried. So I don't like using rubber bands because what happens is if it rubs on your side or something, it can scooch down. I like to take good 3M black electrical tape and wrap 3, 4, 5 times around it and hold it. But today I went out detecting and I realized I didn't have my tape on me, but I had this in my truck, so I used a rubber band. But I recommend not using a rubber band. Use black electrical tape, the good kind, because some people think electrical tape is electrical tape. Well, don't get the 98-cent tape at Track Auto or Advanced Auto or something like that, because it's garbage. And also too, I noticed my coil cover came off in the river. It was getting loose last time. I take it off periodically to clean it. But what you want to do is maybe put a couple wraps on each side of your coil cover, because there's big rocks in the river. You're always banging on rocks and things can grab it and pull it off. And that's what happened to mine. You don't want it to get all scratched up in there. So I actually bought another extra one, just in case it does come off. But I recommend if you're going in the river, put even zip tie. If you have zip tie on one on each side, it's all you need. If you're going to hunt on land, just cut them off, take them off, because obviously, you don't need it for land hunting. But just wanted to share that with you. The importance of tethering everything. I've got everything is on a tether because I lost my camera. So, but good thing Lee let me use his until mine came in. So, of course, again, as I'm filming now, but I'm going to show you the finds that I made that I don't have video for the day I lost my camera. Alright, as you can see here, got this neat little relic here. I don't know if it was a makeup compact or there was a mirror here or something. It's kind of weird. Never seen anything like that. It's got a little bit of fancy on it. But I thought that was pretty neat. What I want to do this year is put all the relic and coin finds, like all the relics in one frame and all the coins in another. So I'm not going to clean any of these coins this year that I get from the river. So obviously some of them are black, some of them are dark gray, but this was my first find. It's in very good shape too. 1907 barber quarter. It's got awesome detail on it, and it's hard not to scratch these coins in the river because they're under gravel and crushed brick and under huge rocks, and you got to pry them out of the way and scrape everything out of the way. It's really hard to get to. I mean, it's not like they're laying there on bedrock where you just fan a little bit of silt away and it's laying there. These you really got to pick at it and dig to get to them. But this is the barber quarter I got. And then not long after that, I got this barber dime. You can see how black this one is. I don't know what the year is going to be on this. 1911 it looks like. Okay, and then I found some early wheat pennies too, but then I found this, another barber dime, 1901. So, yeah, and then that's when I was digging another coin signal, and I went to reach, because I dug one of these dimes, and when I got done filming, I put the camera in my pocket, and no more than a minute later, I got another hit, and it looked like I had a coin, and that's when I realized I didn't have my camera. But those are my finds that I don't have video for, and I'm not going to clean these. Usually I clean them with baking soda, but I'm just going to keep these just like they are. So, alright, well, now I went out to the river after work. I got off work a little early, and I didn't find a whole lot, but the find that I did get, you guys are going to like, and I was surprised myself. So, hope you enjoy the video. Hey guys, Alex Yoda here. Today is July 1st, 2016. Out here at the river again, as you can see. Gonna see what I can find today. Got off work a little bit early. Just to give you a brief history of this place. I've hunted here last year, made some pretty good finds. I think I got my best coin spill ever like down there a little ways. You can see it in my last year's video, gold and silver in the river. You can see I pulled out a pretty good, I think it was 13 or 14 coin spill, including a barber quarter, some V nickels, Indians, and some early Mercs and some wheats. But anyway, this area here, it used to be an old park back in early 1900s, and around the late teens or 1920s they closed it down. Over here used to be a park area. There used to be like a water slide over here, and if you can see these footings here, used to be a footbridge. There's one there, and there's one here, and there used to be a cabin sites along here. Now what they were for is the people from Chicago would come down here and they would stay the weekend or whatever, and to get across the river here they walk across this old bridge and, you know, enjoy the park and everything. Now I found a lot of old coins here in this area here where the bridge was, but there's a lot of iron from when they cut the bridge apart. You know, all the iron pieces fell in there. But I mean, there's stuff all over the place. I found stuff way down there. I mean, people used to boat here and everything. So over there by right now, there's a lot of seaweed in the water still, as you can see. What I'm doing is I'm looking for the bare spots and hunting those. Once the water level goes down more, some of that seaweed will go away and I can detect more of the river. But I'm going to try up there by the bridge to start out, and if I find anything good, I'll let you guys know. Well guys, I'm back. Not too long after I got here, I dug a couple of iron false targets. I was getting a hit over here. It was kind of shallow. Usually all the coins and stuff about 3 and 4 inches under the gravel, but you can see here I was just scraped away a little bit of gravel and pieces of brick, and I see a coin down there, or a token. It looks kind of big to be a coin, but I don't know. I don't know what it is gonna be, so we're gonna go underneath together and see it for the first time together. So I'm gonna take you underwater, so hold your breath. Ready? Alright guys, let's see what this is. Oh, it's just a modern clad quarter. Huh. Oh well, that's the curse of the live dig. But alright, well, I'll let you know what else I find. Thought it was going to be a token, but it's a clad quarter. Alright, on to the next find. Hey guys, I'm back. After that clad quarter, I swept over it. There's another clad quarter in there, so I moved down, I don't know, maybe 100 feet or so. And I was getting a pretty good hit. It was only like 2 inches, so I'm thinking it might be a modern coin. It seems like all the deeper ones are like 3-4 inches, but I was getting like a 2-inch signal, and it was really good. And I scooped some gravel out of the way, and I see something big and round down there, so maybe it's a token. It looks too big to be anything clad. I don't know if you can see it from the surface, but we're going to go underwater together and see what it is. So hold your breath. Oh wow, awesome. This is a barber half. Awesome. Wow. Wasn't expecting that, not to be that shallow. Well, let me get out of the sun here. Wow. Hold on guys. Hopefully you can see that. Definitely a barber half, guys. This is the third one out of here. Lee Coin Chaser just got one last week at whenever it was. Hopefully you guys can see that. The sun's like kind of... There we go. Looks like 1907 maybe. Alright, I want to show you in the wrap up, but sweet. First barber half of the year, my second one out of this river, and the third one to come out, so awesome. Alright guys, awesome. Alright, I'll let you know if I find anything else.